Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records. I want to talk about John Anderson and the band Geeks, and that they are working on a brand new album of original music. This follows their album True, which came out in 2024, which if you haven't heard it, and by the way, John Anderson, obviously the lead singer, legendary lead singer of Yes, the voice of Yes, one of the primary songwriters of Yes. He's been out of that band for 20 years almost. He did 19 albums with Yes. And the band Geeks are led by Richie Castellanos, who's the guitar player currently in Blue Oyster Cult, but is also roughly a 45-year-old guy from New York. The band Geeks are a band that he formulated of old friends, even classmates from years ago. John Anderson found them online doing a version of Heart of the Sunrise, called Richie, and said we should go on tour together. It was about as simple as that. This was back like in 22. By 23, they're on the road. I saw them in 23. It was mind-blowing. Richie plays bass in this configuration, even though he does play a little bit of guitar as well with the band Geeks. They're stunning. You want to see, John's voice is still perfect. Sounds exactly like he did back in the 70s. And the band can play that Yes material with the 70s swagger and power. The album that came out last year, True, which was the 16th solo album for John Anderson, is just really, really great. It's really worth checking out if you haven't. They've also now put out a live album in 2025 from the tour. I think from 24 from that tour was now been put out in the live album. Awesome as well. Again, this is as close to Yes as you can get. If the voice brings you closer to Yes than the current lineup with Steve Howe, for me, the voice is a huge part of it. And these musicians are great. I'm excited. Here is what John has to say about them working on new material. He just says, we have another album in the works. And he said, let's see what happens. So we've been making steps towards a new record for the past 4 months. So they got off tour and they've been in the studio for the last 4 months. They do a Zoom meeting every Tuesday where they work on ideas. And, Richie, if you don't know his involvement with Blue Oyster Cult, he's a phenomenal guitar player in Blue Oyster Cult, but also arranger and musical director. He's really quite remarkable. And I think the combination of his band with John has just been special. It's really revitalized for me, that music. By the way, check out my channel. We talk about great music every day. I recently ranked the discography, all 23 albums of Yes, along with Genesis. I've done King Crimson. I've done Van Halen. I've done Neil Young. I've done everybody. Steely Dan, Grateful Dead rankings, Beatles rankings. Anyway, I'm excited about a new John Anderson album. I can't wait for it to come out. It sounds like it's going to come out in the second half of 2026. Also, they're going to be on tour. Here is what he says we can expect from the new album. Anderson is now channeling the experience of the True album and the shows that we play in the next record. It gives you so much more energy to travel around and perform when you know that you have new music that's just been born. Here we are slogging away, very English way of working, slogging away on a new album. It's equally as exciting as True. I think it's a natural event to work as musicians. We get together every Tuesday at 2 o'clock on Zoom. There we are working on songs that we've tried maybe last year and the year before, or song ideas that I've had in the last 10 years, and we're still building another skyscraper of a piece of music. So he's looking to go big, looking to go large. He starts the tour with the Band Geeks, John Anderson and Band Geeks, April 17th in Richfield, Connecticut. Couple shows there. Doing some New York shows, New Jersey, Red Bank, Rochester, New York, Hershey, PA. Finishing May 7th in Royal Oak, Michigan. You can only expect that maybe there's a summer, more dates to be announced, maybe some Midwestern stuff for me here in St. Louis. Check out my channel. We only talk about great music here every day. Peace out. See you.